Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Firehouse's Mentor Monday. Hey, so this week we're coming to you from South Texas. We're over here at the deer camp. We're going to have us a good time this weekend. We're going to make some memories with friends and family and truly enjoy the outdoors. But this week we're going to come to you with a question from a viewer, and it's about a subject that I talked about a few weeks ago, and it's about making the transition from operations to headquarters. But this time the question was, what's a piece of advice that you can share that makes the transition from ops to headquarter easier? And, I started thinking about it, and it's really simple. It's about having a positive mindset. It's about having a positive attitude. It's about knowing that even though you're making that transition and you're going to day work and you're going to be working 4 or 5 days a week and you're going to be in the office and not on the streets, it's about having a positive outlook, a positive mindset, and bringing a positive energy to headquarters, right? Because all too often we hear about this, wall that's in between headquarters and ops. And it's a wall that I don't think really exists in most fire departments. I think it's just a perception. And I think that the way that we beat the perception, or if there is a wall, the way that we tear down that wall is that we bring a positive mindset and a positive atmosphere to headquarters that then invites headquarters to get more involved with operations, that invites operations to get more involved with headquarters, and to truly understand each other and understand each side of the ball. When we're there in ops, it's very difficult for us to see all that headquarters does and all that they're in charge of, and what it takes to run a fire department in a successful manner. But oftentimes in headquarters, it's very difficult to understand why operations ask the questions that they ask, or why operations may not want to, come up to headquarters as often as they should, or maybe not come up as all, or that they always have this feeling that headquarters puts a lot on them. And I've been fortunate to see both sides of the ball, and I'm starting to understand, that operations does have a lot on them, and they're always going to have a lot on them. But it's also for us in admin, over at headquarters, to understand what we're asking and why we're asking, and to make sure that we explain that, and to make sure that we bring that positive attitude and that positive mindset. And so as you make your transition, always remember where you came from, always remember the streets and the lessons learned, and bring that positive impact to headquarters, and keep you in a positive state of mind, and it'll make your transition easier. And I truly believe that. It's what I've tried to do for the last 3 years that I've been in headquarters, is to always stay positive and to ensure that we always have a great day at work, and that we're able to provide all that operations deserves and desires. So that's my tip for this week. I hope that I answered your question accordingly. And until then, as always, love the job, train hard, and stay smart. See you next week.